Tip top of the evening here, folks. How y'all doing? Oh, it's me, Jerry. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I'm right, it's Thursday night. Well, you know what Thursday night means, don't you? Well, if you don't, well, there's something crazy. Thursday night's our football circus pick show night. Heck yeah. And our youth are all in place. The West Virginia Metro News is where we get our games from. Folks, I gotta be honest with you. We got nothing for recommending it. We just use it. That's the way we are. We'll start off in the Quad A division. Start off in that new division of West Virginia, Quad A. Campbell, Maryland comes to George Washington. Maryland is U.S. territory for international law, Virginia rule conventions. I like George Washington, believe it or not. We got Triple A versus Quad A division here. St. Albans going to Huntington. I like Huntington, believe it or not, really do. Woodson, D.C. That is U.S. territory for the record. Going to Martinsburg. I like Martinsburg, believe it or not. Really do. And that D.C. is U.S. territory for the record. Willing Park had it for Musselman. Good game here. I like this one. I like for Musselman. I like for Musselman to pull the upset. Hurricane at Parkersburg. Ew, this ought to be interesting. I like toss up here. I'm gonna call this my first field goal game of the week, and I'm gonna take it to Parkersburg. It's my first field goal game of the week. There'll probably be more. I'll say Parkersburg by a field goal. The National Grand Series for this next one. Southern Hagerstown, Maryland. Going to Spring Mills. Maryland is U.S. territory. We do have to mention that when we mention the out-of-state team, and that's just something we have to do. Who do I like here? Think about this one. It's rough. I'm going to go for Spring Mills only by a touchdown. The way I look at it. We got I believe it's a double A or a triple A school going against a quad A school. Buchanan Upshur at University. Both looking for the first win of the season. I'll say University. Going back to Quad A here in our last game in the Quad A division. Believe it or not, is Parkersburg South at Woodrow Wilson. If I had to give the nod, I'm going to say Parkersburg South. Those are your Quad A games of the week. Week 3. I almost forgot to mention that. Week 3 of the thing. We're going to our AAA matchups now. Ooh, National Guard Series. Now this one, folks, will be a doozy. And it's at Bridgeport there. East Fairmont at Bridgeport. Ooh, boy. Two big schools here. Who do I like? I like Bridgeport, believe it or not. But only by a field goal. My second field goal game of the week. East Fairmont's been tough. Washington Class Uh, Quad A going against Brook. Gotta go with Washington here. It'll be interesting enough. Sorry about that. Riverside at Capitol. Man, this is gonna be interesting. Both teams are looking for the first win of the season. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Capitol. It's a toss up there. Berkeley Springs taking a trip to clear. Berkeley Springs taking a trip to Clear Springs, Maryland. Maryland is U.S. territory for the record. Let me think about this. I like Maryland. Believe it or not, I'm going to go against the odds. I'm going to say Clear Springs, Maryland. I'm going to go against the odds there. Here's one. Love to be there. Lewis County versus Elkins. Now, if you remember correctly, we've had Elkins on the, that was our first week doubleheader. Yeah, that was our first week doubleheader. So, yeah, we've had Elkins on here before. So, yeah, we know. We know what Elkins is capable of. I like Elkins, believe it or not, really do, over Lewis County, but not by much. I'll go with field goal here. Double A versus Triple A. Moorfield against Hampshire. Scary thought right here. And I mean scary. I'll stick with Hampshire. Yeah, no, better yet. I'll change my mind on that. General reasons. I'm gonna look for the upset. I'm gonna go with Moorfield over Hampshire. The reason why I changed my mind, let me explain the reasons why, because I really feel like I need to here. Because I'm looking at this a little bit differently. I'm looking for the upset, in a way. We're going to Indian Creek, Ohio, which is U.S. territory for international law and Geneva Conventions. I like Weir, believe it or not. Keep it in West Virginia. Herbert Huber at Nitro. Ooh, two good teams here. Let me think about this. I'm looking for Nitro to pull the upset. I'm not looking for not so much an upset. I'm looking for Nitro to pull a win at home. That's the way I look at it. Princeton against Oak Hill. You have to go with Princeton. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'll stick with my discretion. I'll go with Princeton there over Oak Hill. Fairmont Senior in the house at Preston. Yeah, I gotta go with the obvious. I gotta go with Fairmont Senior. Lincoln County at Ripley. Ooh. Yeah, I'm thinking Lincoln County first win of the season. I really am, for some odd reason. I like that. That's a double A versus triple A matchup. This is a quad A versus quad A versus triple A match. We got two of them. Morgantown taking a little trip to South Charleston. South Charleston coming out looking for the first win of the season. And Morgantown trying to upset that loss they got last week. So let me think. Yeah, I'll keep it up this way in Morgantown for general arrangement. And we got another quad A versus double A match. Jefferson's going all the way to Spring Valley. I believe we talked about this one over there in the Quad A division. I don't remember it. And I'll still stick with Jefferson for general purposes there. And our final game in the Triple A division, it's a double A versus single A match. Double A versus Triple A match. Chaplinville at Winfield. Tough. I'm going to say Winfield. At home, I'm going to give the Chromos. That is your Triple A games of the week. For week 3, now we go into our Double A. And our game of the week is coming right up. So just hang in there for a minute. And I think most of you know what that game of the week is. But I've already spoiled the surprise. But might as well I'll get to that here in a few minutes. We got Double A versus... we got another Triple A versus Double A matchup here. Greenbrier West going to Bluefield. And this is a Metro TV broadcast. And wait a minute, that's in the fourth quarter. Whoa. Folks, we got a final. That's why I said that. We got a final right here. Good game right here, I think. Greenbrier East over Buffalo. Even though it shows the fourth quarter, but if you really think about it, this is probably the final. 34-21. We'll go ahead and show some reasons. They say fourth quarter action. I say that's our first game of the week. Our first third week of the game score. Like I said, this was played tonight. And it looks like Greenbrier East is going to be all over Buffalo. 34-21. So that is our first game of the week. As our first score of the week. Interesting enough. Going on with games for tomorrow night. Midland Trails over Braxton County. Midland Trails traveling to Braxton County, excuse me. Oh man, I got it right. I'll get it right. I like Midland Trails, believe it or not, for the first win of the season. A pair of unbeatens here. Roane County at Clay County. If I gotta go anywhere, I'm gonna go Roane County over Clay County, but only by a field goal. Another field goal game. Pike View going to James Morrison. And our very next game is our game of the week. So the football circus show is going to be running tomorrow night. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's deal with this Pike View versus James Morrison. If I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Pike View over James Morrison. That's gonna be tight. Our very next game is a Triple A versus Double A match, but this is the game that we will cover tomorrow night. That's why I said that. This is the game we'll cover tomorrow night. It is I'll go ahead and show it. You already know what it is. Yep. Robert C. Byrd and Liberty. This is the very last time that these two schools will meet. So this is... I can't believe I have to say this again, but it has to be said about this ball game. This is the Clarksburg, Reynoldsville, Salem City Championship. And this is also the Italian Heritage Festival, Black Heritage Festival, Apple Butter Festival Bowl game. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, ridiculous thing that's ever been said. But that's what this game is tomorrow night. Now picking a winner. Hmm. You know, RCB's coming off a tough loss last week, but on the other hand, so is Liberty, which you saw that game right here on the Football Circus Show. And I want to personally want to thank all the new subscribers to the channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Because I would like to have more I'd like to have more on the, like to have more subscribers on the channel. I really would. Toss up. Tough. You know, if I gotta give the nod to anybody, I'm going against the odds. I'm gonna say Liberty. But don't count Robert Seabird out. That's gonna be a scary thought. We got a pair of, we got in our next game, Triple A versus Double A matchup. We got Grafton coming to town. We got Grafton coming to Shinston. Grafton is U.S. territory, so is Shinston. And going to Lincoln. Pair of teams have not won a game yet this year. If I gotta go anywhere, I'm gonna go with Lincoln. And that's gonna be tight. That's gonna be at least a touchdown game. Or whoever has the ball last, in my personal opinion. Tigers Valley, single A, going to Logan. I like Tigers Valley myself. Liberty Regional against Mingo. Against Mingo Central. You know, if I gotta give the game to anything, I'll go with Mingo Central this week, because I really feel that they're looking for their first win, and it'd be nice to pick up a good win here. Independence taking a trip to Nicholas County. Scary thought. Based on last year, too. Scary thought. I like Nicholas County, believe it or not. Okay. We got another one here. One I really can't pronounce. EDIOSN. Location, Ohio, which is U.S. territory for a national law. Virginia, we're going to Oak Green. You know, I'm going to go with the odds. I'm going to say the one I can't really pronounce. East location, Edison location, Ohio. That's what I'm going to go with. Interesting enough. A Triple A versus Double A matchup. North Marion heads to Philip Barbara. A tough game here. If I had to pick, I'm going to say North Marion. No, I'll correction that. I'll go with Philip Barbara. I'll go with the odds. Philip Barbara's at home. I really look forward to it. That's going to be a tough game. That's going to be probably come down to a touchdown or a field goal. It could go either way, but I'll go with Philip Barbara. Not counting North Marion out of it. Tell you how much. All right, we got a single A versus double A match here. Buffalo going to Polka. You know, I'm looking for the upset. I'm looking for Buffalo to upset Polka. Believe it or not. Wham at Ravenswood. I gotta go with Wham the way they've been playing this year. I have to really go with Silver, and this is the Metro News broadcast. Sistersville at Scott. I like Sistersville, believe it or not, I really do. Dude, that's gonna be a wild ball game. Metro News broadcast. Just want to bring that to everybody's attention. Williamstown at Wheeling Central. Hmm. Hmm. I like Williamstown. You can watch that on the Metro News broadcast tomorrow night. And our final game in the Double A division is a Single A versus Double A. Middlebridge at Wyoming East. I'm gonna go with Middlebridge, believe it or not. I really do. That is your games of the week in the Double A division. Also, do not forget, tomorrow night we will have the RCB Liberty game. Now, I know what a lot of y'all have been thinking. Why am I picking on Liberty? I'm not really picking on Liberty, but why have I been, why 3 weeks in a row? Well, I'm going to tell you the reasons why. Because it's just how their schedule fell, and it's just how, just how the setup is. And that was your Double A games of the week in the state of West Virginia. Now we go to our final scratch scenario, which is Single A. Richwood at Beth County, Virginia. Ooh, and Virginia is U.S. territory for international law and for Geneva Rule Conventions. Who do I like? I like Richwood to pick up their first win of the season. I really think that. Dodgers County at Gilmer County. Toughy. These are gonna get harder and harder every week. I can guarantee you that. But I like Dodgers County, believe it or not, on the road to really do something. Beverly, Ohio, the Blue Devils. Beverly, Ohio, and that is U.S. territory for international law for Geneva Rule Conventions. Going 100. I look for Beverly Silvers, Ohio, to pick up a win here. Really do. Van at Harlan, Virginia, which is U.S. territory for international law. I look for Van to pick up the first win of the season. We'll see if I'm right tomorrow night. We got Double A versus Single A matchup coming up. West Side, that's the Double A team, going against Man tomorrow night. Two good teams here. If I gotta go with something, I'm gonna go with Man. I really do think that's gonna be quite interesting in its own right. Right. I'm just kind of going with Man because there's a Single A and they're going against a Double A team, and that really looks good. Here we go again. Another one of these crazy things. If I'm pronouncing this wrong, I'm sorry. How many going to spell it? I'm going to try to pronounce it. Sing County at CRAGI County, Virginia, which is U.S. territory for international law and for Geneva Rule Convention, at Mount Clain. Let me think about this one. This one's going to be easy. I'm going to go with Mount Clain, believe it or not. Tulsa at Mount View. I like Tulsa, believe it or not. Well, we got another score here. This is ridiculous in my mind. And I'm going to explain the reasons why. 1-0 is going to be your final. Peyton City forfeits the game to Greenbrier West. Does not say a reason why. But that's what this thing says. And we'll show it to you. I don't like arguing with people. Our second score of the week. But I wonder why the forfeit. I don't get it. Our next game is Payman County against Pennsboro. Or Petersburg, excuse me. I like Petersburg, believe it or not. Sherman on the road to Pocahontas County, I believe is how you pronounce it. I like Pocahontas County, really do. South Harrison on the road. We had this game last year, believe it or not. South Harrison on the road to Ritchie County tomorrow night. And don't worry, we're going to have one more South Harrison game, I give you my word. We're going to have one more South Harrison game this year here, and it's going to be quite interesting. I'm going to go with South Harrison. I think they're on a roll this year, and I really think they're going to really bring back something down to the valley. The West Milford, Lost Creek, Johnstown, Mount Clair area. I really think that's going to be interesting in its own right. I like South Harrison, believe it or not, over Ritchie County. I really do. I think South Harrison's coming in looking for revenge after last year. That's just how I look at it. Mingo at River Ohio Point, which Ohio is U.S. territory. I have to keep mentioning that. I like Mingo, believe it or not, really do. Cameron at St. Mary's. The way this game, I gotta be straight with you. The way this game went last year, this was the toss-up game of the year last year, if you remember correctly. And believe it or not, I'm going to go with St. Mary's. I'm going to go against the odds here. We got another one here. We'll get to that in a minute here. We don't know the reason why, but Shady Springs AAA going to Summer County. Yeah, I look for the upset. I look for Summers County to pull the upset over Shady Springs. We get two of these in one night. Now this would have been a ball game, folks. We don't know the reason. Madonna over Trinity of Morgantown 1-0. Trinity forfeits the game to Madonna. We'll show that. We don't know the reason. They won't tell us. But that's what we just showed you. East Hardin to Tucker County. Gotta give her to Tucker County easy. Westbrook County against Tiger Valley. Ooh, good game here. I'm looking for Tiger Valley to pull the first win of the season. And we got a couple more here. Clay Patel at Valley Wetzel. I like Valley Wetzel, believe it or not. Calhoun County at Wright County is our last game of the night. And yeah, we just had the Calhoun County. We haven't had the high school, but we had the junior high here last Thursday, believe it or not. So that's been a week ago. So that's going to be quite interesting in its own right. I like Calhoun County, believe it or not. I really do. I think they can pick up a win here. That is your quad A, single A, quad A, triple A, double A, and single A games of the night. That is your score. Those are your picks of the week. We'll do another round tomorrow night of the scoreboard show. Just curious, see if we can maybe pick something up here and see if we can give you a college score here real quick. We don't know if we can or not, but if we can, we're going to try it. I'm going to say no. See if we can give you a college score here. We'll have to go down to ESPN. I think they got a college game. Game here tonight. We can't get you one score, but we can get you a score if we can. Or a game in progress, whichever comes first. Ooh, college football, ESPN. Let's see what they got. Texas or Arizona State. And believe it or not, third quarter action in progress right now. We can't show you because of discretionary things. But we can tell you the score. Right now, Arizona State and Texas State is tied up with 15 seconds to go at 28 all in the third quarter. That we can give you. Also, we can give you a baseball score. Yankees on top of the Red Sox 2-1 in 10 innings. We also give you another score. Ray something against Collins 5-2. That's a final in the Major League Baseball things. And also, we'll give you one more. Rangers all over Minnesota tonight, 1-0. No, that's 1-0 in the bottom of the third. So right now, that game's in progress. Also, another game in progress, bottom of the third. Rangers on top of the Mariners, 1-0 in the bottom of the third. So we are picking up some scores here tonight. Even though it's Major League Baseball, but still, the way I look at it, scores are scores. Folks, I'd like to thank you all for watching the football circus. I'd like to thank you all for watching the football circus pick show of the week. We always do appreciate that. Things coming up this weekend. We'll probably do something from the Greek Festival over in Summit Park. And if we can get to Johnstown, maybe we'll pick up something at the Johnstown Festival. Who knows? We're also going to be picking up some other big stuff from the car show, Cruising. That's coming up this weekend, so basically look for that. Like I said, Johnstown is no idea yet, but still, we got a chance to do something there. If we get a chance, we'll do it. This is Jerry, and I've been taped delayed here at the football circus my fault. Scoreboard show is tomorrow night. We will have the Liberty Mountaineers against Robert C. Byrd tomorrow night at Robert C. Byrd Stadium, so look for that one. And this is Jerry, and I've been taped delayed here at my house here in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Peace. Grease for peace. Aloha. We salute men and women serving around the world in our branch for U.S. military and our veterans. We love you madly. We're out of here. Peace out. We'll talk to y'all again tomorrow night. Guaranteed.